Alright, what's up everyone? It's your boy David Shakur. Today we're writing 2. If all humans die, how long until the earth erases every trace of us? Now let's get into the video. Wait, I gotta turn the volume up. Now let's get into the video.
How long until the earth erased every trace of us?
That's a good
To
question.
keep things
How long?
grounded, we'll keep checking on a few things in my room to see when they stop being identifiable.
Alright.
At first, the world would be loud. Engines humming, factory machines cycling, cars crashing, planes falling. Fires would start here and there. For a brief moment, the planet would look alive. But that illusion wouldn't last.
But it would get thicker and
Within
thicker.
hours, the sounds of Earth would start to change. Not all at once, and not into silence. Things would slowly fall out of sync. Systems that needed constant fixing.
How bad would it get?
Some machines would just shut off on their own. What would disappear first wouldn't be humanity's buildings, but humanity's control. In the first 24 hours, the lights go out. Modern power grids survive only through constant human correction.
We do need lights.
Supply and demand are balanced minute by minute, not automatically, but through thousands of small adjustments made by engineers responding to weather, usage spikes, and equipment strain. Without those hands, the system would begin drifting.
But that's a given. That's a given. Can humans survive without lights though? No, they can't because they would need heaters and shit. Or because that's electric, right? Yeah, heaters have to have electric and shit. So yeah, they'll be like cold if it's comes winter time. So yeah, we need heater. We need heater from shit. But yeah,
almost immediately.
That would be bad.
Apparently you can go from 0 to a complete site in just a single prompt with Wix Harmony. I don't know if this is going to be possible or...
At first, the failures would be subtle, but one failure would trigger another, like the world is playing one giant game of dominoes.
One puzzle piece.
Also, fuel plants would shut down within hours or days as fuel delivery systems stalled and monitoring ceased. Nuclear power plants would enter automatic shutdown, relying on emergency generators to circulate cooling water through their cores.
Ain't that oil though? No, ain't that shit oil? I don't know what the fuck he just said, but if that is oil, we're gonna need oil for like cars. I don't know what else we need oil for. Tell me down in the description or whatever. Whatever do we need oil for? I don't know, but oil is everything in this video. I think it's good for people to like survive, my nigga. If we don't got them, we fucked.
Those generators would work as designed. Designed for short-term emergencies, not permanent absence. They would fail as fuel ran out. As cooling systems stopped, water would begin to boil away.
Shouldn't be timbers. We're gonna be cold as shit.
Containment zones would become slowly, irreversibly contaminated. Within roughly 48 hours, artificial light would vanish from the night side of the Earth. Not everywhere at once, though. A few places would stay lit a little longer. Hospitals, data centers, and military bases. But these machines are just doing their last job before clocking off forever. At the end of the first day, Earth would still look familiar from space. Cities still stand, but functionally, the human world is already gone.
Nobody likes it when lights out.
The green invasion would begin. Beneath cities, tunnels, basements, and subways filled with water. Within weeks, underground cities would be submerged underwater.
No, I like how you stream but that's a good reaction though. My nigga, everyone gonna see, my nigga, what the hell? Niggas gonna be dying and shit, cause like, what happens if your ass trapped in a train track or some shit, or wherever you can't like get out from, like your house and shit, and it start flooding? Like, damn, you like, how are you gonna get out if the world is starting getting flooded? Like, you wouldn't know what to do. Like, because everywhere you go, it'll be flooded. No matter where you go, will be flooded.
Why did we
That's a serious problem.
There? Above ground, change is slower but relentless. Without cars, factories, and air conditioners running all the time, cities would start to cool down. Right now, cities stay warmer than the areas around them because engines, buildings, and machines constantly release heat. Once all of that stopped, that extra warmth would fade
That
away.
means it will be colder.
Temperatures would start changing more with the
negative
seasons
30
again.
degrees.
Summers would feel hotter. Winters would feel colder. Buildings aren't made for that much change without maintenance.
Yeah.
Materials
The
would
buildings
expand
would,
when it's
like,
hot and
break.
shrink when it's cold. Cracks would open. Seals.
Yeah, like the buildings were like break and like tumble all over places. And my nigga, y'all don't know want to be about them when the buildings crack, cause my nigga, when it do crack, and tell me it gonna crack, my niggas. The whole so like this. If that building cracked, that's mean the other buildings will crack too. It will like collapse. It will like cause like a decay, and that's crazy, my nigga. Oh.
Would fail. Water would start getting into places it never could before. Plants take over quickly. Grass through roads, vines up walls.
So like
Without
zombie
humans, nothing
apocalypse.
stops them. Cities blur, losing their straight lines and sharp
She
edges.
makes like a zombie
After a
apocalypse.
few months, they feel unfinished. Human spaces remain, but nature is already taking control. In 1 to 50 years,
50 years.
concrete would start to crumble. We think of concrete as rock, but it's more like a sponge. Modern concrete is reinforced with steel rebar, and that steel is its weakness. As rainwater seeps through the hairline cracks in the surface, oxygen reaches the metal inside. Rust begins forming
Rusty
slowly at
shit.
first, then faster as the process feeds itself. Rust occupies far more space than the steel it replaces. As it expands, it pushes outward,
Yeah, push
cracking the
outward,
concrete
so
from
crack.
within. Bridges would be among the first major structures to collapse. Designed to carry constant
Damn.
loads and maintained continuously, they would
I just thought of something, right? If someone's on that building, right, driving and shit, like a million people, my nigga, and y'all I hear something crack, right? That's crazy. Like, my nigga, you say this, you on that building, and you're driving your ass to work or some shit. I don't think you even gonna have work or be able to drive. So just walking and jogging and shit, and say this, that building gonna crack. You gonna say, huh? What the hell was that sound, my nigga? And you just don't you gonna mind your way, but you gonna say, no, my nigga, no, that shit is cracking. We gotta hurry and get off this bridge, cause you don't know what's gonna happen. You gonna have to save people and save a lot of people, cause my nigga, you do not want them and yourself to fall.
weaken as corrosion spread through their cores. Skyscrapers would remain standing longer, but they would not go unscathed. Window seals would fail. Water would enter upper floors. In colder climates, freeze and thaw cycles would widen cracks. Interior floors would collapse. Entire towers would hollow out from the inside before finally giving way. This is also where the glass cup stops winning arguments about being a cup. In 100 to 500 years, almost everything humans built would already be falling apart. Anything that relied on regular use, repair, or alignment would already be gone. Most buildings are gone. Wooden structures rot. Roofs collapse. Floors wash away. Walls fall outward.
So it just be like the
After
cavemen and
centuries,
shit.
Homes are just low stacks of material, slowly swallowed by plants and soil.
You think it's gonna be like
What
a
remained
caveman?
would no longer resemble cities. It'd resemble terrain. In dry regions, wind would take over. Cities built in deserts would slowly disappear beneath the dunes. Their outlines softened until they blended into the surrounding geology. In coastal areas, rising seas and
It'll be
storm
flooded.
surges would erase low-lying developments entirely, pulling concrete and debris into shallow marine environments. In temperate regions, forests would remain. Trees would grow where roads once ran, their roots following the fractured paths of old infrastructure.
Tell me how many gonna
Animals
be
that once
gonna be
depended
there.
on human environments would either adapt or vanish. At this point, the only
That's mean. No, that's mean this. Like, since the animals are adapting, no, everybody has to adapt, or they're dying, my nigga. It's like this, like a new world. You gotta find a new prey to eat, or you're dying. Like, basically anything in this new world will like kill you. I think just like new creatures will like come out of this shit, cause my nigga, it will like. You know, in these games, like a game, some shit, they have new animals or new technology, some shit. Yeah, just like those games, and we're in the real world. They gonna like do the same thing. So yeah.
Structures left standing would be those made of massive heavy stone or in extremely dry environments, like the pyramids of Giza or Mount Rushmore. And this is as far as the PS5 makes it.
PS5.
My console is now just a pile of materials.
PS5. No.
You, just you, building your app on base 44.
In 10,000 to 100,000 years, almost every human-built objects are gone. But erasing every trace of humans isn't that easy. Even tens of thousands of years later, long after buildings, cars, and tools had been erased, Earth still carries signs of humans. Refined metals, plastics, and industrial leftovers linger in rock, ice, and ocean mud. Plastics break into microplastics, traveling through soil, water, and even plants and animals. Shapes vanish, but material remains.
So even
This
helmets
is how
don't
far
be there.
our Lego brick lasts.
Everything we trade will be there.
Some gases fade slowly, others linger in tiny quantities for hundreds of years. By this time, nothing we built would still be around. No cars, no houses, no roads. But the Earth would still carry tiny signs that humans were once here, hidden in the dirt, the water, and the rocks.
In the dirt, but not be able to see it. Alien.
In 1 million years, if an alien geologist visited Earth, they wouldn't find skyscrapers or satellites. From the surface, it would look like humans were never here at all.
Right.
But if they dug into the ground, they would notice something odd. There would be a thin, strange layer buried in the Earth, a line that doesn't belong with the rest. The techno-fossil layer. A layer of rock containing high concentrations of heavy metals, carbon isotopes from fossil fuel burning, and the compressed remains of lasting glass. The chicken bone layer. Because humans farm billions of chickens, the sudden appearance of billions of identical bird skeletons in the fossil record would be the most obvious sign that a dominant species once ruled. Earth is about 4.5 billion years old. Humans have existed for only a tiny fraction of that. To the planet, we're a fever that lasted a single afternoon. So if all humans died, how long would it take for the Earth to erase every trace of us? It wouldn't completely. We wouldn't vanish entirely. Instead, we'd become a very, very interesting layer of dust.
Bye. I hope it was a good video for everyone. And now, it's to the next one tomorrow. Now, goodbye.